Ask Michael. That's right. Ask MDB at mdbundergroundgarage.com, and I will answer anything you like. It's interesting today. Jerry asks me a very interesting question. It's something that we touch on in Daily Double Take, the whole notion of influence or theft. And that's the question from Jerry. He says, man, can you tell me the difference between influencing you and stealing from someone in terms of music and chord progressions and lyrics and so on and so forth? The answer to that for me is it's the Wild West. It's the Wild West. It's got no laws. There are no rules in the Wild West. Billy the Kid didn't believe in rules, and nor did Jimmy Page or anybody else. The thing here is that I know that Zeppelin came in for a lot of crap because of the blues thing, and they paid these guys. They paid them. People don't understand. They paid them for the joy and the right to be able to be influenced by this music. Because remember, we were talking earlier about Robert Johnson. He influenced so many people. But if you really listen to everybody that came after him, which is virtually everybody since he began in the 30s. So we're talking about skinny, white English kids in the 60s, 30 years later, picking up on this stuff. And note for note, a lot of it. I mean, Clapton plays solos that are note for note. Albert King, Buddy Guy. People do that. So when you're talking about plagiarism or theft, rather, I would say influences or plagiarism, obviously, to be accurate again, because I don't want to put my foot in it here. It's a very, very delicate issue. Songs have been copied. Hello, I Love You was, obviously All of the Night. And that was a lawsuit that actually happened. And the Doors people had to pay Ray Davies a certain amount of money. So it can get very, very tricky. Anybody that has a hit song has been sued. I've been sued. I wrote that song Obsession, for an Emotion in the 80s, that sort of, obsessive love song done in sort of synthesizers and all of that, shoulder pads and headbands music. But, it was a big hit, and I came out of the woodwork. I wrote that. Yeah, I wrote that. From Sweden and Germany, and all these people claim to write it, so it can be a problem. But, Jerry, to be perfectly frank with you, it is very, very difficult to distinguish. I think that your soul can tell you what is the difference. I don't think the law can. So, Jerry, thank you so much for your question right here at Ask MDB. You can ask me anything you like, you guys, relationships. The more sensitive and emotional, the better for me. But I also love talking rock and roll, of course, right here in Little Steven's Underground Garage.